Good morning, Stim Junkies. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I know that I did. As you can see, I'm not home, and that is specifically why I brought the one and only Ninja Zen V2 here with me today. Because if I'm not sleeping in my own bed, guys, a lot of times I have a really difficult time. I twist, I turn, and it's just a matter of being used to a specific setting, used to being there with my significant other, and it's the same bed I've had for many years. So even when I'm here visiting my mom on vacation, it's something that I need a little bit of assistance with. In general, some of you may not know this about me, but I deal with insomnia on and off sometimes. I don't know if it has to do with the stimulants or, well, actually, it doesn't have to do with the stimulants because I've been dealing with on and off insomnia for probably the last 15 or so years. Sometimes I get crazy nightmares, and it doesn't really have to do with the stimulants because I didn't really delve into this lifestyle until about three and a half years ago. So there's a lot of factors in there. A lot of times I'll have an easy time falling asleep, but I'll wake up in the middle of the night and then I have a hard time falling back asleep. I have my thoughts wandering all over the place. And even if my body is physically exhausted from the gym, from a long day at work, my mind tends to wander a lot. And in general, I have a hard time sleeping. I have to take a sleep aid almost every single night. I've been dabbling with melatonin probably for the last 10 years. I usually take 5 to 10 milligrams every night. Sometimes I try not to, but on nights where I really feel like I have to take something or else my mind is not going to be at ease, then I will take that melatonin. I usually drink chamomile tea with a little bit of honey at night. And I'm telling you guys, I've tried so many different things over the years to help with sleep. And unfortunately, part of the reality is that most nights I do not sleep well or I sleep decently. If I get a decent night's sleep where I get about 6.5 hours, on a good night 7 hours, I consider that a success. But most nights is very difficult for me. So it wasn't until I discovered this product thanks to Jake from NutriCartel. Shouts out to Jake. He put me on the Ninja Zen sleep aid, which does include phenibut in it. Now, phenibut's a bit of a controversial ingredient. It's a synthetic ingredient that, I don't know if you guys know much about it, but I'm going to give you a quick overview. It could be very addictive if overused. So a lot of people use phenibut recreationally to relax, to mellow out. It kind of gives you a little bit of a high, but not too intense. So with phenibut, it does have addictive properties and you could get withdrawals from it. So a lot of people are really scared to try because then you're going to deal with the withdrawals 2 to 3 weeks, crazy sweats and anxiety and stress and mood swings, and it could come with a host of many issues. So for me, I was a little hesitant to start, but I gave it a shot. Now, I'm going to go through this label in a moment, and I will tell you my experience, what I think is the ideal dose, and how it is best utilized, because this is definitely not a sleep aid you want to be taking every single night. So for me, right now, I'm here visiting my mom. I have a vacation for about a week. I came here for a couple of days to hang out with her in her new apartment, and I needed a good night's sleep because the last couple of days have been insanely stressful. I haven't had good sleep, even with the melatonin, even with the other sleep aid that I take at home, but I decided, you know what, it's been about a week, and this is something you're going to want to use once to twice a week. I'm just going to put it out there before I even get into the review. This isn't something you want to use regularly. Once, twice a week, tops. And always spread it out 3 to 4 days in between uses. So with that being said, I got great sleep last night, okay? Because I took it at less than the suggested serving size, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'll tell you exactly how you should run it and how much you should run it, but before I do, guys, let's get to this label. So serving size is 1 scoop, which yields 11 grams, and you have 30 servings per container. I can tell you right off the bat that my scoop comes in pretty light. It gives you about 7.5 to 8 grams. So for me, I gotta get a scoop and a half to get the full suggested serving size, which is that 11 gram dose. So always make sure to have a scale, weigh out your stimulants and whatever other products you're using. If you're dealing with things like phenibut, research chemicals, whatever, always use a digital scale. They're cheap and they'll help you in the long run. So this is split into 3 categories here. The first category is Ninja's Anti-Anxiety, Mood, and Relaxation Support Matrix. We begin with Mio Inositol, 2,000 milligrams, GABA, 2,000 milligrams. A hefty dose of GABA, it helps with that warmth, the relaxation, really helps settle you into the night. L-tyrosine for focus, which is interesting. Zalaria, which is, I believe, from Zalaria root, 500 milligrams. L-theanine for relaxation, 350 milligrams. L-phenylalanine, 300 milligrams, KSM 66 ashwagandha root extract, 300 milligrams. So that has been proven to help with relaxation. I know certain people don't like the KSM ashwagandha or any ashwagandha for that matter. Me personally, I don't mind it. I have cycled it before. I didn't really notice that much of a difference, but I notice more of a difference with ashwagandha when you take it for specific uses as opposed to letting it saturate in your system, but that's just me. Mucuna puriris 200 milligrams, and lastly lavender extract at 150 milligrams. So this right here again is for the anti-anxiety, mood, and relaxation support. Next up is the Ninja Insomnia REM Sleep and Recharge Support Matrix. So this right here contains all the heavy hitters. We got phenibut, 750 milligrams, so a little bit on the heftier dose. Usually when you're taking phenibut for the first time, it is recommended to start with 400 to 500 milligrams to assess your tolerance. So 750 is a little bit high, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. Compared to other sleep aids that do contain phenibut, this is actually on the lower end. You have something like Somatamax, which is literally double what this has. Okay, so that's crazy territory. 750 for sleep aid is not bad, but then again, if you're new to phenibut, then this is definitely something you're going to want to start lighter with. Maybe start with half a scoop to see how it affects you. Chamomile flower, 500 milligrams, L-tryptophan, 300 milligrams, lemon balm extract, 150 milligrams, 5-HTP, 100 milligrams, and then melatonin at 2 milligrams. Lastly, the Ninja Absorption and Gut Health Matrix, which is estrogen, 50 milligrams. So just one ingredient, but it really helps you absorb and digest all these things. It's very, very important. The digestive system does slow down as we go to sleep because we're not eating late at night. So the flavor I have here is the strawberry hibiscus tea flavor, and I gotta say right off the bat, I really like it. It may not be for everybody. I also have the other flavor at home, the new mango tea, mango ginger tea, if I'm not mistaken. I did reveal that one in one of my recent unboxing videos, but I'm probably not going to get to that one for a very long time. I still have a little bit over half a tub in here, and like I said, I use this once, maybe twice a week to get the good deep sleep of 8.5, 9 hours, and it really kind of resets my entire week, gives me energy for the entire week. And that really is the best way to utilize this product. So, like I said, if you guys are struggling with regular sleep like I do many nights, then you're going to have to look into other options. This isn't something you want to take daily. This is something you want to take once, twice a week, where you've had a long week and you need a good night's sleep to really help push you towards the rest of the week and give you energy to take on the challenges of the upcoming week. So for me personally, I like taking this product on Friday night because obviously I don't work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night, I'll take this at around maybe 8:30 p.m. It takes it about an hour and 15 minutes to really start kicking in. You're going to start feeling a nice warmness from your center, from your core, at about 30, maybe 35, 40 minutes in, and you're going to feel a nice sense of relaxation, which I believe is the GABA. The GABA does provide that. It's got a hefty dose of the GABA in here. If I'm not mistaken, we had 2,000 milligrams of GABA, so definitely a hefty dose of GABA in there, and that's the first thing you're going to feel. The phenibut takes time to kick in, and really to me, phenibut is great for anti-anxiety, to relax, to de-stress you, and just bring everything down. And you're going to feel that along with the chamomile, the lavender, the lemon extract, and all those other natural ingredients. You're going to feel everything kicking in within an hour and 15 minutes. So for me personally, I would say take this product an hour and a half before you want to go to sleep. It's going to take it time to kick in. You're going to feel a buzz, but not the pre-workout type of buzz. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. It's a buzz, but it's a relaxing, come down kind of buzz. You know when you guys take the good, illicit, high stim stuff and then post-workout 5-6 hours later, you still feel a little bit of that buzz, but you're kind of coming down from it. So it's very similar to that, but more relaxing, if that makes sense. Get yourself in a good state of mind, read a good book, relax a little bit in bed. I personally like reading a book in bed before taking this. Gives me about an hour of reading, get my paperbacks ready, read a little bit, and once you start dozing off, you're going to pass out and you're going to feel great. It's not like this other product, Somatamax, which I will be reviewing that one in the future. That one just knocks you out cold, man. That one's crazy. That one's like drinking a bunch of cough medicine and then passing out on your face. Something we used to do as kids. So it's not like that. This is relaxing. It eases you into your sleep. And the best part is you will sleep through the entire night. Obviously, unless you have to wake up in the middle of the night to urinate or whatever. But as soon as you get back to bed, you're going to pass right back out. When I take this product, It's like I sleep through the night. There's no crazy dreams or anything. It's all black, and I wake up and I feel refreshed. Now, with that being said, the very first time I took this, I did take the suggested serving size in typical high Stim Ace fashion, took the 11-gram dose, and to me it was a little bit too much. Meaning, I'm not somebody that takes Phenibut regularly. Again, I've read horror stories about people being addicted to this stuff and having withdrawal symptoms. I'm not trying to get to that level, okay? So for me, taking the Phenibut at 750 milligrams, which is the dose in here, was a little bit too much. And the next morning I did wake up. I mean, granted, I slept great, but I woke up the next morning, I was very groggy, I had brain fog, I was a little bit lethargic, and it took me about 2.5 hours just to get going. You know, morning cup of coffee, shower, whatnot, morning routine, but man, it took me a while to get going. So me personally, I like running this at 8 grams, which comes to about 3/4 of a dose. For me, 8 grams is perfect. I don't have that morning grogginess afterwards. I feel alert, awake within 10 minutes of waking up. No brain fog, no lethargy, none of that stuff. So 8 grams for me is perfect. I would tell you guys, start off with 6.5 grams to assess your tolerance for the very first time. And if it works for you, bump it up to 8. And if you guys are daredevils and you really want to go the full dose, then go for the 11 grams. But definitely do not exceed that dose. And do it on a day. I would say do it on a weekend. If you guys don't work weekends, I know everybody has different work schedules, but most people do not work weekends. Take it on a Friday night where you know you can get in a good 8 hours of sleep, because this is not a product you want to take on a work day where you're only able to get 6.5, 7 hours of sleep. You need a full sleep on this, okay? This basically sets up your body to get a full night's rest, and you need to let it do its thing. So if you're going to take this and then get 5 hours of sleep, it's going to have an adverse effect on you. You're going to feel super out of it, and you're going to be dizzy and just feeling like crap the very next day. And you do not want that. You don't want to go through a daze for the next day. This is supposed to help you relax and get you restful sleep and make you refreshed and reset your body. You don't want it to have an adverse effect. So do it the way I suggested, and you guys are going to be happy about it. This is a special product, something I'm going to be keeping in my rotation. And as of now, they haven't announced any plans to reformulate it. There have been rumblings that they might be taking out the Phenibut. The FDA does not like Phenibut. So if that ever happens, guys, I will let you know, give you an opportunity to stock up on this product. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at HiStimAce. Every time something happens in the supplement world, I will always drop a story, give you guys an opportunity to see what's going on. So if this ever does get discontinued, you best believe that HiStimAce has got your back, and I'm going to let you know to stock up on it. You can pick up this amazing sleep aid over at NutriCartel.com using discount code ACE15. Going to save you 15% off your entire order and help support this channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found this content to be beneficial, like the video, share the video with a fellow Stim junkie or a health and fitness enthusiast, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the little bell notification to get all of HiStimAce's latest updates. I will see you all next time for the next HiStim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. HiStimAce, signing off.